Hello, welcome back. The Lamb family, known for its prominent Christian television network Daystar, has found itself embroiled in controversy involving allegations of spiritual abuse, family strife, and questionable leadership practices. Former Daystar Vice President Jonathan Lamb and his wife, Susie Lamb, have publicly accused Jonathan's mother, Daystar President Joanie Lamb, of orchestrating a campaign of spiritual manipulation and bullying to maintain control over the family and the ministry. This article explores the alleged abuse, the underlying familial conflicts, and the broader implications for Daystar Ministries.One of the most pivotal moments in the Lamb family conflict occurred on July 11, 2023. During a contentious meeting that involved Joanie Lamb and Christian marriage counselor Jimmy Evans, founder of XO Marriage. According to Jonathan and Susie, this meeting epitomized the spiritual abuse they had endured for years. In a recording provided to the Roy's Report, TRR Evans and Joni asserted that Joni had divine authority over her son and daughter-in-law. Evans reportedly told Jonathan, "She is the voice of God to you," insisting that Jonathan submit to his mother's leadership. When Jonathan expressed confusion, Evans reiterated, "What she says is God." In Daystar, "This is the voice of God." The meeting, according to Jonathan and Susie, was orchestrated to pressure them into publicly supporting Joni's controversial second marriage to Doug Weiss, a sex therapist and former guest on Daystar programming. The Lambs had expressed discomfort with the marriage, citing Weiss's lack of biblical grounds for divorcing his previous wife. The roots of the family discord trace back to 2021, when Jonathan accused a family member of sexually abusing his daughter. The allegations led to a sharp division within the Lamb family. Joni and her late husband, Marcus Lamb, reportedly defended the accused family member, declaring him innocent after an internal investigation. However, Jonathan and Susie later discovered significant deficiencies in this investigation, further deepening the rift. In November 2021, Marcus Lamb passed away unexpectedly due to complications from COVID-19. The loss of the family patriarch left a leadership vacuum at Daystar, with Joni assuming the mantle of president. Tensions escalated as Joni began dating and eventually married Doug Weiss in June 2023, just 18 months after Marcus's death. Joni's marriage to Weiss was met with resistance from her children and their spouses, who believed the union violated biblical principles. Denise Boggs, a longtime friend of Daystar and counselor to the Weiss family, voiced concerns in a letter to Joni's children, describing Weiss as a wolf in sheep's clothing and accusing him of leading Joni into spiritual deception. 2 days after receiving Boggs' letter, Jonathan gathered the family to confront Joni. However, Joni dismissed their concerns, allocating each person only 60 seconds to speak. Jonathan claimed that Joni prioritized her relationship with Weiss over her family, even leaving the meeting abruptly to fly to New York with him. In July 2023, Joni asked Jonathan and Susie to read a viewer comment on air praising her recent marriage. The couple refused, citing their convictions. This refusal reportedly infuriated Joni and led to the July 11th meeting with Evans. During the meeting, Evans and Joni equated Jonathan and Susie's resistance to demonic rebellion. Joni accused them of opening their family to demonic activity and claimed their refusal to support her decisions would bring a curse upon their children. The Lambs described these accusations as manipulative and deeply hurtful. Jonathan and Susie have characterized Joni's leadership style as spiritually abusive, using her position and interpretation of scripture to control their behavior. In the meeting with Evans, Joni reportedly declared rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft and accused the couple of idolizing their opinions. Evans reinforced this narrative, stating stubbornness is the worship of your own opinion. He and Joni repeatedly insisted that Jonathan and Susie submit to Joni's authority, framing dissent as a spiritual failure. The meeting also revealed significant concerns about Daystar's leadership structure. When Jonathan asked who held Joni accountable, Evans replied that her accountability rested with her husband and the board. At the time, the board consisted of only 3 members: Joni, Jonathan, and Tom Callender, a lawyer and longtime family friend. Jonathan argued that this arrangement left Joni with unchecked power, which Evans dismissed, asserting that Jonathan's role was simply to obey Joni. "Your concern is to do what she says," Evans stated. The Lambs alleged that their refusal to support Joni's marriage and their continued pushback against her leadership led to escalating threats and intimidation. Susie was fired shortly after the July 11th meeting for refusing to read the viewer comment about Joni's marriage. Jonathan's employment was terminated on November 16th, 2024. In response, Joanie accused Jonathan of fabricating a smear campaign and attempting to blackmail his way into becoming Daystar's future president. She released portions of an email in which Jonathan requested a new contract outlining his succession as president and stipulating protections for him and Susie. Jonathan, however, maintains that the email was part of an attempt to address ongoing tensions, not an effort to usurp his mother's authority. The conflict within the Lamb family raises questions about leadership accountability, the misuse of spiritual authority, and the impact of personal disputes on public ministries. Daystar's handling of the situation has drawn criticism from both supporters and detractors, with many calling for greater transparency and reforms to prevent future abuses of power. Jonathan and Susie have stated that their primary concern is seeking justice and protecting their family from further harm. They hope their story will shed light on the dangers of unchecked spiritual authority and inspire meaningful change within the Christian community. As the fallout continues, the Lamb family saga serves as a cautionary tale about the complexities of faith, family, and leadership. Further details about the events leading to Jonathan's termination are expected to emerge in subsequent reports. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.